This is a scenario-based question, and it's stating in a healthcare setting, a patient complains about long wait times and expresses frustration. As a medical assistant, what is the most appropriate response? So when you look at situations such as this one, where it's customer service based and a patient is dissatisfied or something is bothering them, it could be helpful to select the best choice by remembering an acronym called STAR. And STAR stands for sorry, tell, address, and reassure. So when you say you're sorry, even though you personally are likely not the one responsible for the situation, it is helpful for helping the patient to feel better by apologizing, because you're apologizing for the situation that they're experiencing. So you say, I'm very sorry that this is happening. T stands for tell, so you're acknowledging what happens. I understand that the wait times have been very long. Again, I apologize that they've been very long. Address, addressing the situation to explain how the issue could be resolved. So you're not just listening and saying, I'm sorry, and moving on. You're coming up with a solution to best address the patient's concerns and ease the situation. And then R stands for reassure. So you're providing reassurance. I hear you, I'm listening, and we will do something to come up with a solution. So let's look at the choices to see which one best represents this STAR situation. Option A says to apologize to the patient. So far it's looking good. And explain that the wait times are unavoidable in a busy practice. Even though this may be a true statement, this is not something that you would want to tell the patient. You don't want to tell them, oh, I'm sorry, but wait times are unavoidable, because that dismisses their concerns, and that's also eliminating the rest of here, the tell, the address, the reassure. You didn't come up with any way to assist with that. So we will eliminate choice A. Choice B says to inform the patient that their appointment is not a priority and others have more urgent needs. Well, we would not want to tell a patient that their appointment is not a priority. That makes them feel unimportant to the practice and the provider, and you're failing to tell, address, and reassure about the situation. So we will eliminate choice B as well. Choice C says to acknowledge, okay, so far sounding good, the patient's frustration. You're apologizing for the inconvenience, and you're offering to provide updates for the wait time. So this sounds like a great option, because you're apologizing, you're acknowledging, and you're providing updates. So it is involving the sorry, the tell, the address, and the reassure. So that looks like a great choice. So we will go with option C, but let's read option D to be sure. Option D says to dismiss the patient's complaint, as it is unreasonable, and reassure them that the wait time will not be much longer. So the ending sounds okay. You are reassuring them that the wait time won't be much longer, but then again, might not actually be true. So we wouldn't want to tell a patient that if that's not actually true. And it does say to dismiss the patient's complaint, and we don't want to ever dismiss a patient's complaint. So we will eliminate choice D. So option C is looking like the best choice here. To acknowledge the patient's frustration, apologize for the inconvenience, and offer to provide updates on the wait time.